During the 2017 European Championships in Gothenburg, Sweden, thousands of spectators gathered in Slottsskogen Park to witness the thrilling marathon stage of the four-in-hand driving competition. The organisers of this year's World Equestrian Games in Tryon, USA, will be hoping for more of the same in September. Back in April, our team travelled to North Carolina for the driving test event and caught up with the American legend Chester Webber to gauge his thoughts on the forthcoming event and the legacy of the Games.
This is, our equivalent to the highest level of our sport, the World Equestrian Games. So not unlike the riders, I think their highest level would be going to the Olympic Games. But for us, certainly the World Equestrian Games are the highlight of anybody's career, and the fact that I think this will be my 5th World Equestrian Games, I'm super fired up about that. The World Equestrian Game for all the non-Olympic disciplines is the highlight of what you do, and winning a medal, it really gives you, instant notoriety throughout the equestrian world, and certainly doing that at home. When we won Team Silver in 2010 in Kentucky, you felt like you were going home as a hero. Winning a silver on home territory was great. It was a little bit bittersweet. Tucker Johnson, one of my best friends and training partner, did a lot together. That was his last show. He won individual bronze. And then to clinch the team silver in 2010 on home territory was great. The crowd was, fantastic. I remember driving a clear round, and then Jimmy Fairclough driving a clear round, and we sort of knew the silver medal was locked up. The first team medal I ever won was in 2002 at the World Equestrian Games in Jerez de la Frontera, Spain. Again with Tucker and Jimmy and the team, and that was Tucker's last show, so it meant a lot to us. 2008 individual silver for the first time meant the world to me. It was a sort of a career-defining thing. First American ever to win the individual medal at a championship in the four-in-hand driving, and then to come back and do that at the World Equestrian Games in 2014. That was really great. It was really a fantastic way to leave Normandy.
4 years on, and the 2018 Games are now a couple of months away. Back in April, Chester was familiarising himself with the setup in Tryon and making the most of the driving test event.
The primary purpose of coming here to the test event was to learn about the track and hotels and restaurants, and to make sure that when we came back, you were coming back to something familiar. So I'm learning a lot, and we are every day, every moment, we're taking new things in, learning. The facility is fantastic. The start of what they're building there for the cross-country course looks like it's going to be rival every other World Equestrian Games I've ever been to, and I'm proud to be an American and part of the nation that's hosting this.
Having experienced success and the atmosphere at the WEG in Lexington 2010, Chester is well aware of the pros and cons of competing in the US.
I think that there's always a home advantage and a home disadvantage. There's some more pressure and some more media and some more distraction and things like that, their expectation, and people always want you to be your best. And certainly every time I sit on the carriage, I sort of use the adage of, do your best, forget the rest. So I think it's great that there'll be lots of support, but there's also some pressure that comes with having a championships at home.
Australian Boyd Exell, who was in Tryon coaching Chester's teammate, Misty Wrigley-Miller, has won individual gold at the last 2 WEGs. Going into September's event, Chester is open-minded regarding his chances against the champion.
Without a doubt, you'd have to say that Boyd was the favorite going into this, but he's just like every other human, and he's got four or five horses involved in his program on a given weekend, and I try to focus on my own game, be the best we can be in the sport, and in that, if we can push Boyd a bit, that'd be great. Last year we finished the world ranking 2nd behind Boyd, and without a doubt it'd be nice to beat him, but my goal is really to come here and try and win medals, and not to focus on Boyd's game and what he's up to.
When it comes to the team event, there's no denying the Dutch will be favourites, but again, Chester's not ruling anything out.
I think without a doubt the Dutch have, won the team gold at most of the recent championships. The Germans are usually quite strong, but this year, it's on home territory. Misty's going super strong. Her dressage is doing well. I think if United States of America has a good day on Friday in dressage, we will likely be in the lead, and then we'll see how it sort of shakes out on Saturday afternoon. And the reality is, we don't even know who the team is, but historically the Americans have been really strong on Sunday when we've had some pressure, and that's when they give out the medals.
Come September, it will be interesting to see if home advantage does pay dividends for Chester Webber and the US four-in-hand driving team.